Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi, everyone. Alchemist here. I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful time wherever you are. So, today's another live session with you guys. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining all the other live sessions that I hold on this channel. And today is going to be a tarot reading session where I answer your questions. I see that some of you already wrote questions in the chat section. So I'm going to start by answering some of your questions. Donations are welcome as well. I would really appreciate it. And I would probably give the priority to the people who would give a donation to answer the question. And also, I would highly recommend you to ask a question that can benefit your life in a meaningful way and can also benefit the whole collective instead of just being something very futile, something that's kind of useless, like, oh, am I gonna get married this year? Something, questions like that, I'm not gonna answer them. So make sure the question is well thought out, and make sure there's some smartness in the question. Put your mind before in the question before you ask it, because just the questions that are just like random, I'm not gonna answer them, because tarot is divine and it's supposed to be used for serious things, not for if you're gonna hook up with someone or not. And I know a lot of people use it like that, but I don't do this kind of readings in this channel, so um, I just wanted to give you a little heads up. Okay, so I'm gonna use this beautiful tarot deck to start answering your questions, but I have another thing I need to add, I need to mention to you guys, which is there are some cards, okay, that have some that caused me some trouble for this channel. Because of the cards, the videos were flagged, and the algorithm doesn't show them. And when I contacted YouTube, I realized it's because the cards had nudity in them. And it's not even some crazy nudity. It's just because maybe, for example, the Princess of Wands is drawn as topless, and it's not even sexual, but yet YouTube, the YouTube algorithm flags that as nudity, and it stops showing the video, and it stops pushing the video into the algorithm. So some cards that might show up, like even the World card, if they show up and they have nudity in them, um, I'm gonna just say that the card that came up is the World, for example, without showing it. And this happens usually in these lives more than the recorded readings, because I'm very close to the camera. So the algorithm, the AI, catches what's on the card much clearer. When I do recorded readings, the cards are a little bit further because I sit further away from the camera. So even if there is nudity, like some cards that show some sort of nudity drawn, uh, and it's not even malicious. The algorithm doesn't pick that up. But for these lives, since I'm very close to the camera, it picks what's on the card. It flags the video. It doesn't show the video. So this is a little heads up for you guys, okay? So if some cards have that kind of thing, I'm just gonna say what's on the card without showing it, because that's how YouTube are. So let's start. Thank you very much for all of you who just joined. Thank you, Chestn. Thank you, Actress, Dragon, Nikita, Savi, Masha. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for Raman Luciferian, Jiki, Director, Jori, Shalani. A lot of you are here today. Welcome, welcome, all of you. So I'm just gonna answer some questions. I'm gonna start with the questions that some of you have already written. And again, remember, the question has to be, it has to have some depth, some details. It has to be serious. Questions like, "What's gonna happen to me? Am I gonna get married?" I don't do these kind of answers. Please, because tarot has been spoiled with YouTube. It has been spoiled of how it should be used. So a lot of people use it for futile, stupid things. That's not what tarot is supposed to be used for. So let's get right to it. I'm gonna answer Cheston's question. Um, so Cheston, thank you for asking the question. Hello, good evening to you. The question is, what's coming towards me for the rest of this year, so I can know how to best handle and improve my current situation. So you just want to know like a general um, um, divination for what's coming to you so you can improve your life. Let's see what spirit has for you. Sohrolor mondes kishtrach ikresen zastros como ukreleref itres sohren. Okay, so these are the cards that showed up here for you, Cheston. And I got here the Nine of Cups, and then the Five of Swords, and this one is the Queen of Pentacles. So, what's going to come to you, you asked for the rest of the year, is going to be abundance, and it's going to be you overcoming your challenges, your problems, you not being defeated, you getting the money that you've been waiting for. It's going to come to you incrementally, but you're going to have to just be patient because it's not going to come right away. It's going to happen in a step-by-step process, but what you've been wanting is going to come. You're going to have some challenges though. Some things might not pan out, some things might not be successful as how you imagined them to be, but the Queen of Pentacles showed up. So the abundance that you're looking for is going to be there. So spirit is telling you, keep doing the work, keep being on this path. You are aligned. What's meant for you is going to come to you in terms of abundance, in terms of happiness and success. And we have the Knight of Wands, meaning that you're the knight, you're on the horse, your fire is on. So just keep doing whatever you're doing, and whatever challenges. Just remember, whatever like trials, tribulations, or adversity that might come to you, just you have to go through it. Just like this night, go through it, and you will get where you need to be. Okay, Cheston? So I hope this answers your question. Okay? But you're on the right path. Keep doing the work. That's amazing. Next. So, actress. Hello? Can you please tell me what can I do to get rid of a curse that is meant to make me think constantly about the past? I don't even sleep anymore, and the most painful thoughts don't stop. Okay, so this is a complex question because what can you do to stop the curse? There's a lot of elements involved in this situation. We have to know what the curse is all about, what's the nature of it, where is it from, why is it there. But I'm just going to see what the cards have for you. Let's see what spirit has for you in general about this curse. Sorondroch mizdresh soret rochmachen. So we have the Hermit card. That's the first thing that showed up. In order to get rid of this curse, you need to hermit. You need to be by yourself, spend some time by yourself, get away from people, get away from the crowds, get away from your friends, the people you spend a lot of time with, maybe some family members that are toxic. And that's what's keeping you holding on to the past, because you're still surrounded by people that still remind you of the past. So you need to get away from these people. And the more you get away from them, the more the past is going to fade away. Past, future, they don't exist. Only the present exists. Everything exists right now. But our mind doesn't have the capacity to understand that. So we live in this kind of dimension that portrays time as a linear thing. And that's why we talk about past lives and even future lives. But the truth of the matter is that all lives are happening right now at the same time. Your life, it's happening right now. Your past life, and I do past life readings, it's also happening right now. But again, our minds cannot understand that. So that's why we perceive it as linear. But once we go to higher realms, higher dimensions, when we ascend, then we start to harness the ability to understand time in a different way, where everything happens all at once, all at the same time. So for you, these things that happen in the past, they're still happening to you right now, because time, again, is actually not linear. But one way for you to detach from these experiences is to get away from these people, these toxic people that remind you of that, and you need to hermit in order to succeed. We have 10 of pentacles for you. If you do so, if you get away from these people, the curse is going to disappear. This 10 of pentacles is it's a sign that the curse is going to dissipate, and you're going to become happier, more abundant. Money is going to even manifest in your life. So this represents as you being away from this negative energy, you being away from this curse. But you need to hermit for some time. And guys, I say this for a lot of people, and this is a good question that actress asked, because a lot of people are scared. They're so scared to be alone, to be by themselves, and they think there's even some research and some studies that say that it's dangerous for people to be alone, to be by themselves, because humans, they are a they're beings that seek connection, and they seek groups, and they want to be in herds and groups, and they always need to be around other people. While that's true for the normal person, I assume that you guys are not normal. I assume that you guys are gifted. I assume that you guys have passed that level. Sure, when you're normal, you live a normal life, you want to have friends, you want to be surrounded by people, you're scared to be alone, you're scared to be lonely, and even it's even an insult when people call someone a loner, someone who's by themselves. They start using that name as an insult. So, "Oh, look at that person, they're a loner," you know. So that's for normal people, that's for normal case scenarios. You guys are not normal. When you start to hit mastery, spiritual path, alchemizing your soul, transmuting your energy into your higher self, when you start delving into this and carving this path, you are supposed to be alone. You are supposed to spend time by yourself. It's scary, but you have to go through it. All the sages of ancient past did it. The Buddha did it. Jesus did it. Muhammad did it. The prophets that have existed, they all spent time by themselves for long periods of times. So, the spiritual awakening path is going to require you to do so. It's not about gatherings and parties and retreats and drinking and mingling and chit chatting about stupid, useless things. It's not about that, because a lot of spiritual new age is going to give you the wrong impression that that's what you need to do in order to enhance your spiritual path. You have to meet people that are like you, your soul family. And I know a lot of people still write that down in the comment section. Soul family, soul family. What soul family are you talking about? There's no soul family. There's only one family. It is the family of existence, the family of everyone being, existing, being born in different shapes and forms. You can be a human, an animal, an insect, a god, a demon, a deity. You can be a ghost. You can be a being that belongs to the hell realms, a being that belongs to the heaven realms. You can be from another dimension of existence. You can be from a parallel version of yourself. You can be like a being that is mixed, that have animal features that don't exist on Earth. That's all there is. There's no soul family. There is just the family of existence. That's it. So you have to get this in your head, because if you keep being attached to groups, I belong to this group, I belong to this group, I belong to this group, my group is here, my soul family is here, I need to go to Bali to find my soul family, I need to go to this retreat to find my soul family, to find people who are alike. What do you mean by people who are alike? You are only like yourself. And at some point, you rejoin source. So source fragments itself so it can experience the uniqueness of each individual. Each individual is unique in their own way. And that's why I keep saying, when you're normal, you're part of the herd. Being part of the herd is not a good thing, because you don't have uniqueness. When you don't have uniqueness, your soul dies. Your soul doesn't have any specific traits anymore. So, spending time by yourself is actually crucial. It's only for the masters, and only the masters can handle it. And if you start spending time by yourself and you're scared and it frightens you, then you have to go through it, because that's how you overcome your fear. That's how you embrace your darkness. You're only going to find yourself when you embrace your darkness. It's only in the dark where you're going to find yourself. You're not going to find yourself in the light. So just remember that, because a lot of people, if they hear this, they're just going to think that it's too much, that, well, I have a family, I can't be by myself. You have a family, you have kids, you have children, you still have to give time for yourself. Take care of them, be loving. You gave birth to them, that was your choice. So take that responsibility. The people who have children and complain, you should stop complaining. You should stop. You chose to have those children. So take care of them. It's going to take you 20 years until they become independent. And nowadays it's becoming even more difficult than that. Nowadays it's becoming 25, maybe even 30 years for children, for your children to become independent. It was your responsibility. You go through with that. You made that choice. I always tell you guys, free will comes in these case scenarios. That's when free will comes. For the rest, everything is written in the Akashic records. Everything, since the beginning of existence until the end of existence. Everything is there. But the choice is yours. Are you going to choose to have children or not? If you choose to have children and you have them, don't complain. You chose to have children. Don't complain about it. Because all of the people who have children, they only complain about having children. You chose to have children. You chose it. So you go through with it. And find the time to be alone, even though you have children. Find the time to be alone. Maybe ask your partner to take care of them for a couple days. Ask your mother or your father to take care of them for a couple days. Find ways to work with it. Find ways to work with it. But being alone is the key to mastery. The reason why I'm elaborating on this question for so long and I'm sticking here, and I know when I spend too long in one question, I'm aware of it. I'm aware of everything I do. The reason why I'm still in this question is because it's very important, because people don't get it. The key to mastery is being alone. It's hermiting. The New Age, the occults, they blah 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 about Hermes Trismegistus, alchemy, Hermes Trismegistus. He was Thoth, the god of wisdom. I work with Thoth. I work. You look what the hermit is doing. This guy is Hermes Trismegistus. He's the creator of knowledge. He's the creator of alchemy. He's the god of wisdom. Do you see him with anyone? Where is he? He's in darkness. He's in darkness, illuminating the path with his lamp to others. He's always by himself. He's always by himself. This is the God that everyone claims to worship. That every because I know how it is like with Thoth. I work with Thoth because Hermes Trismegistus is Thoth. Hermes Trismegistus is the name that the Greeks gave Thoth from ancient Egypt. They're the same entity. They're the same thing. So if you really admire Thoth and talk about him all the time, know that for a master for Thoth or Hermes Trismegistus to become what he has become, he had to be alone by himself. So I want you to understand that, and it works for you, actress, for removing the curse as well, because tarot doesn't lie. If it was another path, if it was you doing a ritual or a spell, it would have come up. But for you, it's being alone. You have to be alone. You have to cleanse your soul by being alone. So I hope this helps you and the collective as well, because this is a message that I had to pass on to all of you guys. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Nikita asked, "Hello, Seth. Guidance about my occult path." Okay. Sondros mich irres gulremender tatros horros kifen sastres kimechen atro leremetis ifech zus merrelleren sochman. Okay, we have the King of Wands for you, Nikita. The King of Wands, followed by Strength reversed. Just remove some cards from the table from the readings before, and the Moon. You got two major arcanas, Nikita, and one of them is reversed. So guidance about the occult path. We have the Moon here that represents the occult. It represents darkness. But we have the Strength reversed. You still have a lot of fears that you need to overcome. And you're not embracing your darkness very well. You're not. You're scared. You're scared of this field. You want to uh, explore this field more, but you're scared of it because of some programs that you've been taught when you were young, because of how you were raised. So you have these ideas in your mind that the occult is bad and darkness is bad, demons are bad, and so on and so forth. Everything that I address in this channel. But we have here this King of Wands is one of your guardian spirits. You're guided. You're always protected. You're not supposed to be scared. So do the work, do your research, embrace your darkness, um, and you're going to be protected. There's no harm that's going to come to you. And that's how you're going to become stronger and stronger with your gifts, with your abilities, which you're not right now, because that's why the strength card is reversed. You have a lot of gifts and abilities, they're not activated, they're not triggered. So you need to explore them. And one way to explore them is to embrace your darkness. You have to get over your fear. I have a lot of videos in this channel that address how to embrace your darkness, how to overcome your fears. I have a book, my first book that I ever written is called How to Embrace Your Darkness. By the way, for a lot of you guys who are new subscribers, you guys don't know that I have a couple of books that I have written. And, and they're on my store, stephalchemist.com. They're not chat GPT books, okay? It's not books that I read. I've written them myself because we're in the era of AI and everything is it can be done like so fast and everything can be generated with artificial intelligence. But these are books that I have written myself, and one of them is called How to Embrace Your Darkness, and the last one I released is called The Temple Within, and it's my experience. In this book, I describe my experience in my silent retreat that I spent in a Buddhist temple for 2 weeks of being silent and meditating every single day from early morning until nighttime for 2 weeks, and how I came in touch with certain aspects of my inner self, how I actually met my higher selves, and how that experience just completely changed my life in many different ways. So you can go check the books section in my website, selfalchemist.com. There's a section called books. Those are my books. I've written those. They're not books I suggest. They're not books I used AI to write. I wrote those. They're based on my experiences because I know a lot of you don't are not even aware of this. Okay, and how to embrace your darkness is the first book I released. I released it during COVID. It was back in 2022, I think, when I wrote it. So make sure to check those out. So I hope this answers your question. Next question. Let's see what we have here. I'm gonna say hi to some of you who just joined. Hello to Tevita, Ninu, Sia Sia. Hello to all of you who just joined. Hello Shiva, Mirage, Nature Healing. Hello Mierrely. Thank you guys for joining the chat. If you have a question, write it down, and hopefully I will get to answer it. Okay, what else do we have? So again, when you write a question, make sure that it's like it benefits the collective, it's specific, it's serious. Make sure it's something that's going to help your life. Not about knowing if you're going to hook up with someone or not. That's not the kind of questions I answer on this channel. Okay, Raman Luciferian asked, "Hi Seth, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well too, my friend. What question? The question is if occultism or the occult, the field of the occult, is the right path for me. Okay, you want to know if the occult is the right path for you or not. Let's see. Sondroch mires kurresh kilechen astros reshkef ismechen solomondech." Okay, let's see. Okay, the answer is a no for Rama Luciferian. We have the King of Cups, and then we have King of Cups, King of Pentacles, two kings that showed up here, and then the the six of Wands. So here, what I'm hearing from Spirit for you, Raman, this field is not good for you because it's not gonna bring you the success you're looking for. It's not gonna bring you whatever you're expecting. You're approaching it uh, from a different angle. And even as I was shuffling the cards, I kind of felt that the answer is gonna be no. I kind of felt it, but and that's how it works with tarot sometimes, and even with psychic abilities. Before you even pull the cards or before you do divination, you can feel what the answer is. Um, So the reason you are the king, you're the king of cups. So you have a lot of gifts and abilities, and that's why you're asking about the field of the occult, because you have gifts and abilities, and you're wondering if you should use them as a profession, if you should use them in your daily life for whatever, to maybe to make a living or to help other people. And so you are the king. But here we have the King of Pentacles came up reversed. This field is not going to bring you money. It's not going to bring you abundance. So if you choose to proceed with it, if you choose to operate in this field, you're not going to see the abundance you're looking for. And the Six of Wands reversed, it's going to throw you off balance, and you're not going to really. The message I'm hearing is that you're not going to be successful. That's what's coming to me. There's no success in this field for you. What I'm hearing though is that you can use it for yourself. You can use occult practices for yourself, for you, not professionally, not for a day-to-day practice, but you can use it like for example, when you go back home, make sure you have your own altar, make sure you do your rituals, your spells to manifest the things that you want, connect with the deities that you want to connect with. That you can do. But if you choose to do this as a profession, then it's not going to pan out. That's what the cards are saying. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying this, it's the cards, But again, you have free will. I just mentioned it earlier. The choice is yours. If you still want to go ahead and do this, you can go ahead and do it. But this is what the cards are saying. Okay? So, by the way, my dear friends, every answer I give you here, take it with a grain of salt because you have free will. The choice is yours. This is not the ultimate truth, and there is no ultimate truth, and there is no one truth. Okay? There are many truths, and every person has different kind of truth, and every person have a different kind of way of seeing things. It's like this card. This card has two sides. So for me, my truth is what I see on this side. Your truth is what you see on this side. These are two different truths. Okay? That's how it works for everything in life. And that's why we have a lot of wars and fights around the world, and we've had them in history. We've had them since the beginning of time, and we're still having them. It's because people cannot come in peace with the fact that there's always different truths for different people. People want to impose their truth on everyone. This card I see, whatever I see, I want to impose to the whole world that this is the truth. But you don't see what I see. So how can you believe in it if you don't see it? You don't see it. So what people do is they want to tell the whole world, no, this is the truth. It's what I see. And that's why we have wars and fights and killings and destroying the earth and killing each other and hating each other, and that's how the world is. So if this stupid race that's called humans, if they could at least get to the point where they agree to disagree, or they agree to respect each other's truths and each other's beliefs, and I don't think we're heading there anyways. We're not heading there. But if they could come to this resolution, that is, you have your own beliefs, it's your own truth. I have my own beliefs, it's my own truth. Let's live in peace and respect each other's truth. Then Earth could have become a heaven. But that's not the case. That's not the case. So, I hope this helps. Let's move on to the next question. So, Jiki asked, who am I, a witch or an alchemist or mage? So, you want to know if you're an alchemist, if you're a witch, if you're like one of these labels. Sondros michrezen, torres mendes. Okay, we got the Justice card. I just want to show. We have a Major Arcana, the Justice card. The Death card, wow. Justice and Death, two Major Arcanas, one after another, upright. And the Tower reversed. Okay, Jiki, you got three Major Arcanas, one after another. It's rare to pull this, like this kind of assortment. So the answer is yes. You are. So you asked, a witch or an alchemist? So we have the Death card, number 13. It's all about, this is the card that represents the alchemical transformation, because the old you dies, metaphorically speaking, in the same lifetime. You have to die and be reborn again in the same lifetime. So the Death card, number 13, represents the death of your old self in order for your new self to be reborn. But before the new self is reborn, you have to go through the alchemical transmutation that I always talk about in this channel. It's a lot of work. It's years and years of hard work before you can emerge from the ashes. Okay, what ashes? The ashes of your old self that you have burnt. And it's either the universe that makes you burn or you burn yourself. But we're not talking about alchemy in this session, so I'm going to leave that for another video. So alchemist, and we have the justice, and you said a witch. And here we have, this is a male figure and this is a female figure. So you're both. You're a witch and you're an alchemist. And I've said it many times before, witches are alchemists. What do you think alchemists do? It's the same work. It's just alchemists, the original definition of an alchemist, they used to work with metals. They work with base metals. They try to transmute them into different other metals to create gold or to create other substances. And thanks to alchemy, a lot of other substances and even medicinal drugs were discovered thanks to alchemy. And witches, they do the same thing. You have witches that work with different elements. They work with herbs, with potions, with, like, even, making tea, brewing tea. That's witchcraft. Brewing coffee, that's witchcraft. But of course, in the modern day and age, no one is going to admit that. They're going to think, you're a lunatic for saying that. Are you crazy? Are you delusional? But it is witchcraft. It is alchemy. So um, mixing and trying to make one substance from another, or trying to transmute one substance to another, that is magic, that is alchemy, that is witchcraft. Cooking is alchemy. Cooking is witchcraft. You take a few ingredients and you render them into a complete different form and a complete different taste. What do you think that is? So all the chefs of the world are alchemists and witches, but no one is going to say that. Okay? So you are. And not only that, you're very gifted and you're protected. The Tower card is reversed. So embrace it, be proud of it, don't shy away from it, move forward with it. And that's the answer I have for you, Jiki. That's beautiful, beautiful. You want Jiki, the universe is trying to spoil you, but you want to see what's at the bottom of the deck? The Magician. Listen, the people who are gifted, they're gifted. There's no there's no hiding it from anyone. You have 3 major arcana that showed up for you, and then the bottom of the deck is another major arcana, and it's the Magician. Tarot doesn't lie. If you have it, you have it. That's it. And if you have the gift and you try to run away from it, again, that's your free will. It's your free will. And you have to live with the consequences. It's like, the people who are so gifted or talented in a certain field. For example, they can draw so well, or they're very good at math, but they choose not to do it. And they live for the rest of their lives like normal people. Whereas they could have been incredible artists or some crazy mathematicians, but they choose to live normally because they don't want to use their gifts that they were given. It's their choice. Whatever you choose, it's your responsibility to live with the consequences. You can't blame anyone. That's what free will is. The rest, there's no free will. You go outside, it rains. There's no free will in that. Like something happens in the world, there's no free will in that. You're not directly responsible for it. But whatever you choose to do in every single step of your life, that's free will. That's the meaning of free will. So just remember that. I don't know why the universe wants me to say this like that, but that's channeling. That's how it is. When it comes, it has to come out. Um, let's see another question for you guys. Let's see. Scott Raber, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. So you want some cards. So just a few cards to pull some cards for you. Let's see what the universe has for you. Sohroloromondes, kitres, muzehen, Shastros res kulemech. Okay. Interesting, interesting. So these are the cards that I pulled for you. The first is this is the Nine of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Swords reversed. Nine of Wands, Eight of Swords reversed, and then the Fool. A major arcana showed up for you. So the universe here is telling you that for you, the energy is all about following the air, following your bliss, and just going with whatever comes to you. So it's not about planning for you. It's not about making plans and trying to get there. It's not about, so I'm going to achieve this goal. I have it in my mind. These are the steps I'm going to make. I'm going to achieve this goal. It's not about that. For you, it's about the fool's journey. It's about following the air. Something comes to you randomly, it's an intuition. You go ahead and act on it. That's where you're going to find your happiness and your success. The more you calculate, the more you try to understand the logic behind things, the more it's not going to work for you. And here we have the eight, this Eight of Swords came up reversed because you're not supposed to stress out about anything that comes to your life. You're not supposed to like think about the minutia of every detail, because the devil is in the details. You have to follow the air, follow the wind, and just trust that everything happens for a reason, that whatever comes to your life, it's for a reason, good or bad. It's for a reason. If a good thing comes to you, great. If a bad thing comes to you, great. It's so you can learn something from it, or because you were meant to avoid something worse. So this is the fool's energy. You have to learn how to embrace it, how to trust in the air that comes your way. And when I mean the air is spirit. Spirit is all of what happens around you. When you become aware of the synchronicities of the things that happen around you in your life, in your home and outside of your home, whatever is going on, whatever you're guided to do. And it's usually the small voices. Spirit communicates to people when it's calm, when it's quiet, not in the noise, not in distractions. And that's why earlier I said you have to hermit to the other person, because when you hermit, when you're by yourself, when you're in quietness, that's when you hear spirit the most. Because spirit is subtle. When it talks to you, when it communicates to you, it leaves messages as crumbs, as little bits and pieces here and there through synchronicities, numerology, little messages here and there. Someone will tell you something, and that's supposed to be the message for you, even though it came from a stranger that you don't know. That's how spirit communicates. It's subtle, it's air, it's the air element. Spirit is not gonna come to you and say a sentence like another human being. It's not gonna tell you, so this is what you're supposed to do. No, it flows, and it leaves little uh, trails here and there, and you have to learn to pick on these trails, tap on them, and decipher them. And it's a very hard thing to do. It comes with experience. It comes with a lot of practice. But over the years, one can get there. And that's why a lot of people have trouble hearing spirit, hearing the universe. You can't hear spirit, you can't hear the universe, you can't hear the guidance because there's so much loudness around you. You're too distracted by the everyday madness. And if you're too distracted by the everyday madness and people, you're never going to be able to hear spirit. Spirit is quiet. So, just one way for you to connect to spirit or to learn how to follow the air, this fool's energy, the wise fool, is to connect to nature. Go for long hikes by yourself in nature. That's going to help you. Okay? And so I hope this helps. And let's move on to the next question that we have. I'm going to pick another one. Thank you for all the new people who just joined. Thank you very much. And let's see if there's another question that I can answer. Hello to the new people who just joined. Hello, Jesse. Hello, Kathy Hawkins. Hello, Lucia. Hello, Padma Mural. Hello, Edda. Good evening. Hello, it's Pitsy Spider. Okay, let's see. Chestn, thank you very much. Yes, it's my pleasure. I hope my answer helps and guides you on your journey. Let's see. Hello. Hello, Melissa. So the morning star asks here, hello, will you please let me know what the universe wants for me? What the universe wants for you for the morning star? Okay, let's see. So we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. Oh, and the Ten of Cups. Morning star. It's a beautiful energy, full of happiness, full of love, a lot of cups and cups, and all uprights, abundance, happiness, beautiful new beginnings, and you thriving with your life. You're gonna probably meet someone that you love, or you're already with someone that you have a good connection with, and that connection is gonna become enhanced, and you're just gonna feel that you're super aligned, that you're protected, that um, your life is finally happening in the way you were expecting it to be. A lot of beautiful energy that came up for you here. This is the message that the universe wants you to know. Like, keep being positive, and this beautiful energy that is surrounding you right now, just make sure to um, don't let it put you off balance. Okay, because sometimes when we get these beautiful things, these beautiful news, and it's like so uh, like many happy moments that come to our lives, and we celebrate and we party and we've become so happy. What happens is that after every high there's a low. So if you're so happy and you're like you're at there are waves of existence. Okay, the waves always, when they go high they have to go low. The master has to stay in the middle. So for you here, I see a lot of happiness. I see a lot of beautiful things coming to you. But the trap that might happen to you is that if you ride the wave, if you go with the wave and ride it all the way to the top, what's going to happen after that is there's going to be a crash. Because after everything good, there's something bad that happens. And this is the truth. And the more you live life and you go throughout the decades, you're going to realize that's how life is. If you have something amazing that happens in your life, it always follows through by something not amazing or the opposite. And in order for you not to crash after the beautiful phase and not to become depressed, The best way is to be in the middle. So don't over celebrate. When something good happens to you, be grateful for it and stay there. Don't freak out. Don't think you're in heaven already, because we're not in heaven. This is earth. So stay in the middle, appreciate what the good things that will come to you. Be grateful for your spirits, be grateful for the universe, and that's it. And you stop there. But if you start partying and over celebrating like a normal person, and like, the people who have birthdays and they celebrate with 10 or 20 birthdays in the same week, and they start over partying and spending money left and right, what comes after that is a depression. Because when you go high, you crash. When you stay in the middle, always in the middle, you never crash. But you're in the middle. You're not super, super happy, and you're not super, super sad. So just keep that in mind. That's what the universe wants you to know, but a lot of beautiful things are coming to you. So I hope that answers you. The next question here is from Rocky. Rocky, thank you for the donation. How can I use my voice? How can you use your voice? Let's see what Spirit has for you. Sondros mich erresgilerementer. Sadros korachen dostras mereren. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Let's pick a couple more cards. Knight of Swords. The High Priestess. So 3 major arcanas. Sorry, 1 major arcana. 3 cards, 1 major arcana. Let me show you the bottom of the deck. We have the Hierophant. So you got actually 2 major arcanas. So how can you use your voice? You can use your voice by sharing the knowledge that you have, because you're the High Priestess. You are the guardian. You are the gatekeeper between the physical reality and the spirit realm. You have knowledge, you have wisdom, you have gifts and abilities. You're the guardian of the book of knowledge. See this High Priestess? She has a book on her that has a lot of locks, and only she can unlock this book. This is the book of Akasha. It's the Akashic records. So you have this knowledge. It's part of who you are. It's your mission to guard it. One way to use your voice is to share this knowledge. Not all of it, just what you're guided to share, because we cannot share everything we know. A lot of people are not ready for that. Some humans are still in the beginning of their journeys. Some humans have had only their first or second reincarnation. And some humans are very stupid, and so on and so forth. So share just only what you're guided to share. Because when you do so, you're gonna thrive. We have this Knight of Swords. You're gonna thrive, you're gonna become inspirational for a lot of people around the world. The people that are gonna be drawn to you, you're gonna help them so much, and you're gonna inspire them, and you're gonna give them strength and courage to do what they were not able to do before. So the more you share of who you are, the more you share your knowledge, the more you're gonna help other people. But don't expect money from this. This is the first card that showed up here. Don't expect money from this. Unfortunately, this is what the universe is saying. And I said unfortunately because nowadays everyone wants money, 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 money. That's what everyone wants. Money rules the world. And money is the root of all evil. It is. Okay? And I'm probably the only spiritual person you're going to hear saying this in the whole community of the world. Money is the root of all evil. And the people who tell you money, no, money is energy. No, money, the more a good energy you have, the more you're going to manifest money. That's just rich people trying to make the world believe that they are spiritual, that they are good people. I repeat, that's rich people trying to make the world believe that they are good, divine, spiritual angels. And they trick you. And you feel like crap because you don't have money, but they do. And they make you believe that they are amazing and divine. Their energy is so divine. But your energy, not so much, because you're poor, because you don't have money. But I do. I have money, I'm divine. You see how they're tricking you? No, the ancients, they said money is the source of all evil because they knew the true meaning of what money is. Money is filth, is the humanity, is the filth that humanity created. Money is filth that humanity created. So go on and tell the world that Seth Alchemist said this about money so people can be shocked. Really? But he's spiritual. But money is so spiritual. No. Money is something that humans and other beings have created in ancient past. It's not divine. There's nothing good about it. It creates separation, segregation, hatred. It creates nastiness, negative energy. That's all it does. All of the humans who are humble when they're poor, they're super humble, they're kind, they're loving, they're helpful. When they are poor, when they have nothing, the second they become rich, they become arrogant, hateful, and crazy. And you know what other rich people are going to tell you? No, money just makes you more of who you are. That's what you hear on the internet nowadays. That's what everyone is saying. Money just makes you more of who you are because they're rich and they tell you that. There's nothing more irritating is when rich people start saying things like that. So if you're nasty, money is just gonna make you nastier. But if you're good, money's gonna make you just better. And I'm good. I was good when I was poor, and now money is making me better. You see how that's how it works. That's how it works because I'm rich and I'm a good person. And you, the viewers, are like, they're saying the truth. I'm gonna believe them. No, use your mind. Use your gift. Use this gift, which is the gift of the mind. Question everything that you hear. As the person is speaking, think, analyze. As I'm saying what I'm saying to you right now, analyze what I'm telling you. Don't believe it. I never ask anyone to believe me. Don't believe what I say. Analyze it. So I went on a tangent here because it's not about money. It's never about money, and it's not about money, especially for the people who claim to be sages, alchemists, like whatever, witches, spiritual people. But you need to make a living. That I'm aware of. I have to make a living. I have a website called selfalchemist.com and I sell my services because I have to pay the rent, because I have to buy food, because I'm still part of the matrix, and this matrix runs on the filth of money. So because it runs on the filth of money, I still have to make that filth. I have to make it one way or another. Otherwise, I'm going to be in the street. And if I'm on the street, I'm not going to survive. So, yes, you still need to make money to survive. That's a given. But don't think money is a good thing. Don't think money is a good thing. So, for you, the universe wants to tell you that you're supposed to share your knowledge, you're supposed to help people, but don't expect money from it. You can expect money from maybe your day job or something else that you do that gives you a salary. Something else that will give you that kind of consistent income that can help you live your life, pay your rent, pay your mortgage, buy the food you need to buy, pay your car, lease or finance or whatnot. So you can do that, but don't expect that this spiritual field is going to give you money. And the bottom of the deck had the Hierophant in it. It had the Hierophant in it because you're the High Priestess and you're the Hierophant. You're actually Rocky, you are a rare soul because and you have a difficult mission. You're one of the soul. I sense you having the energy of a bodhisattva. You know what bodhisattvas are? Bodhisattvas are enlightened beings who have reached enlightenment in a previous life, or they came close to enlightenment in a previous life, and they come back just to help people. They choose to reincarnate in this madness, in this dimension that's crazy, which is the earth dimension, just to help people, just to guide people. So you have the energy of a bodhisattva, you have a lot of knowledge, you can help so many people. Please do it if you can. but don't expect money from it. Try to keep making money from whatever else you're making money. And again, that's spirit speaking, it's not me speaking. I hope it helps. Okay? Thank you. And good luck. Next, let's see. We have another question. Um, Abigail, thank you very much for donation. What energy should I embody to attract the love I want? And what's next for me in love? Okay, let's see what spirit has for you. I like the way you ask a question because instead of saying, "Oh, will I have a partner? Will I have a this? Am I gonna get married?" You know. So, what energy should I embody to attract love? Let's see. Sondros mich irres kulerenendes sostras tres kulemech utkaren zekrushefen. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. That's the first card. Hold on. Princess of Pentacles. I'm kind of feeling what the energy is already. And we have, this is the Three of Wands, but reversed. So the energy that you should embody in order to attract love is the energy of the unknown. Abigail, 100%, it's embracing the energy of the unknown, stepping into the unknown and just being there. Because you might wonder, well, this has nothing to do with love. I'm talking about love. But before you can get to attracting the energy of love, either love from people or from a partner or just having a loving life in general, you have to first step into the unknown, find out who you truly are deep within, which is this Princess of Pentacles. And this is the face of the Princess of the Pentacles, and eventually the princess becomes a queen and the queen becomes an empress. But you have to find that within you at first, because here we have the Three of Wands came up, meaning that you still need to do a lot of work on yourself, Abigail. You still to work on yourself before you can attract or draw that love to your life. You have to figure out who you are, find out who you are, embrace your darkness, overcome your fears, know why you are here on this earth. Start asking these questions. What am I doing here? What is my purpose? Is there a purpose? Am I just paying back some old karma from a past life, or am I here for a mission? And as you delve deeper and deeper to finding out who you are deep within you through meditations, through whatever practice you do, spending some time alone, hermiting, connecting to nature, eating healthier, cleansing your home, cleansing your body. The more you do of that and find out who you are, the more that love, your heart chakra, your heart center, is gonna just trigger itself organically. It's gonna just draw to it the people that are supposed to come to you. It's not it's not something that you it's not something that you need to look for, is what I'm hearing. You're not supposed to look for love or to do something in order for this love to manifest in your life. You're supposed to just focus on yourself, find out who you are, and by finding out who you are, love is going to come to you. So it's going to come to you. That person or that situation or that whatever it is that is connected to the love that you want in your life is going to come to you the more you find out who you are. Not the layers that you accumulated since you were young, not what you have been told by your family or your environment or society. No, what you are deep within you, your soul. Okay? So you have to do the work. Focus on yourself first. Focus the energy on you. And by doing so, love is going to come to you. You don't even need to look for it. Okay? I hope this helps. But it was a beautiful question, and the answer was very, very nice. Spirit gave you a good answer. So let's see what else. What else? What else do we have here? Another question. Okay, I see some people are asking three questions all at once. If you do so, I might answer just one question. So just ask one question at a time, because like I can't answer five questions for you, and I have to answer other questions. Astro Walker said, "I feel like getting answers from your replies to other members." But that's what the beauty of these collective readings, because when I answer someone, it's the answer for many of you. It's not only for that one person. That's the thing. That's the beauty of the collective. Um, one answer can benefit 50 people or 100 people or 1,000 people from a question that one person said, even though if it seems personal to that person. And that's why I also post my a lot of my YouTube personal readings that you can purchase from my website. When my clients purchase them from me, I post them publicly by their consent, because it can benefit the collective. It could be the answer for many other people. Thank you for writing the comments, because I'm glad that that's the goal. That's the goal. I'm glad that you're learning from other answers. What else do we have? Thank you to all of you who just joined. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, thank you, Morningstar. Thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. What else? There's some Jesus Christ people in the comment section. Oh, it's hilarious. Divine Enigma 420, are you doing free readings? I mean, this live session is basically free readings. So if you want to get a reading, have a question, but make sure the question is specific. Make sure that it benefits the collective, and make sure that it's not a futile question, because otherwise I won't answer it. Make sure that it's something that's going to help you in your life. Hello, hello to the new people who just joined. Uh, what else do we have here? Okay, here. Mierrely, sorry, not Mierrely. It's Mierrely. Mierrely asked, how can I get myself the transformation I need? Feels like I'm holding myself back. Okay, good question. Let's see. Sondros mich erres kuleremen. Sostras mirresh. Sondros techruzgeleremen. Okay. So for Mierrely, you asked about how do you get the transformation that you need. The first card that I pulled here is this Princess of Wands. Princess of Wands, and we have a Major Arcana, the Hangman reversed, and then the Four of Pentacles. So for you, because this Princess of Wands showed up, you're governed by the fire element, and you need to work with fire. Fire is going to help you on your journey. You're not using it enough. Fire is a portal to another dimension. So you need to work with fire in your rituals. Light up candles. It could be the ritual could be as simple as lighting up a candle and having an intention. That could be a ritual. It doesn't mean that you need to have so many things around you. No, just it could be simple. So use fire, because this princess of fire showed up here. And this fire is going to illuminate something within you. It's going to trigger something in you that's going to help you with your transformation. This fire is going to also help you figure out what was missing in your life. That's why we have the hangman reversed. So, for example, when you feel stuck, meditate on a candle, meditate on a flame. For like, turn on a candle. Make sure it's dark. By the way, it has to be dark, not during daytime. It has to be at nighttime. Turn on a candle and have the room very dark, and look at the flame, look at the fire, meditate on it for at least 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes. Just keep looking at that flame. Whatever thoughts that come in your mind, just observe them come and go. They're just passing through. It doesn't matter what comes to you. And that's how meditation works. Either you meditate sitting there like Vipassana style or with your eyes open. Don't focus on your thoughts. Don't identify with them because you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are just something that your mind creates. You can uh, control how the thoughts are if you want to, but even if you don't control your thoughts, even if you don't intend anything, when you're gonna be aware of what's happening in your mind, you're gonna find that there's thousands of thoughts that are just there. So ignore the thoughts. Just look at the flame. And the flame is gonna connect you to the world of fire, the underworld, because part of your soul is from there. And that's the missing link for you, is that connection you have to this realm of fire. And once you reestablish that connection, you're gonna figure out what you need to do. You're gonna figure out um, that missing link, and the fire is the missing link, but you're just gonna know what to do because you say that uh, you're holding back yourself. You mentioned feels like I'm holding back myself. You're holding back yourself because you don't know what to do at the moment. You're kind of stuck. So just work with the fire element and it's going to help you here. We have the Four of Pentacles reversed, meaning that for you, and this is a confirmation about the fire elements, it's not about grounding yourself. It's not about the earth element. It's not about working with earth or grounding yourself. It's about for you connecting to magic, because fire is the representation of the magic that people don't believe in. But people don't believe in magic, but hold on. They don't believe in magic and they don't think this is magic. It's real. You can see it. I can see it. It's real. This is magic. Someone next time asks you, show me magic, light up a candle for them. Show them the flame. That's magic. So for you, that magic, you don't see it in your life. And that's why fire is going to help you. Because fire is magic. Fire is pure magic. And we are blessed. We're blessed that we're able to see it. Because in some other parallel dimensions, the souls living there or the humans living there, they cannot see fire. There you go. Here's a little nugget of information. We are actually lucky that we can see it. What else do we have here? I hope the answer helps. Hello, hello, Nature Healing. Hello, Mirage. Let's see if there's another question. Fin 8000 said fake cards. Yeah, I'm using fake cards. Very fake. So fake. Oh, I'm faking the cards. I'm a charlatan. Ugh, I'm fake. You see the kind of stuff I'm wearing? I'm a charlatan. Oh, humans, they're so funny. What else? Hello, hello. Hello, Ninu. Elisa, Elisa Lushne. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your last name, but it's Elisa. It's an interesting question. I have tried a couple of times to start my own business, but both times unsuccessfully. Should I continue? What does Tarochi says? Okay, let's get right to it. Sohrolomondes kish izdremmeleremen toh korroskofoleremen. Sohreleremen. We have the Emperor reversed. It's the first card that showed up for you, Elisa. Three of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. And Six of Swords. The answer already came up to me when I pulled the cards. So you did try for a couple times to start your own business. Both times unsuccessfully. Then we have the Emperor reversed. The Three of Pentacles reversed. These are confirmations of what already happened to you. Spirit is saying, this is not your path. Because this business that you're trying to do is not going to make you the emperor or the empress, is not going to get you to that level that you were thinking about. And no matter how hard you work on this, it's not going to manifest. That's why the Three of Pentacles is reversed. And it's for you, Elisa, it's not even about working hard on something. Your energy is not of working hard on something. Your energy is of the person who they do something flawlessly without much effort and things manifest. So for you, you have the energy of you love something and you just do it for fun and you just do it because you love it, and then it manifests you something amazing and it brings you success and money. It's not about trying hard on something. The energy of trying hard is not your energy at all. And that's why those businesses didn't succeed, because you were trying hard, because you're trying to manifest something that was never part of your path. It was never part of who you are. It was never part of your soul. But you believed so. And it's okay. A lot of humans, we make these mistakes and we believe that something is good for us. And we try so hard to manifest it and it never comes true, just to realize that it wasn't for us. It was not meant for us. And it was not for our good. And that's why this card here, the Six of Swords, see what this card is depicting. There's a guy on a boat and he's just sailing away. We only see his back and he's going away. That's what you're supposed to do, Elisa. You're supposed to get away from these businesses. You're supposed to experiment with something else, and this something else has to come naturally to you. If it has the energy of trying hard, it's not going to work. It has to be just intuitive. It has to come to you very easily. You're probably gonna love it. You enjoy it. You do it. You know, like these people online who just they show their lives and they're super successful. I don't even know how that works. They just wake up in the morning, and I know that's becoming toxic for a lot of youth, because the youth are starting to compare their lives with these so-called influencers or whatnot. But I'm not talking about the negative side of it. I'm just talking about the people who just try something and it just works for them. Of course, karmic retribution is connected to that. Your karma has to be cleared out as well before that can manifest. But it's the energy of yeah, those people who just they film something, they film themselves eating breakfast, and then they become so successful or just like that. Well, it's not just like that. I mentioned in my previous video about karma that people like that usually have incredible good karmas from their past lives. And that's why they get a success that seems impossible. It's like people who become millionaires within a year, or someone who just win the lottery for $50 million and they just bought the ticket just like that, and the ticket wins them $50 million. These people didn't get that just because they're lucky. They got that because they have incredible karma from before, from previous lives. And it was time for them to get that karma back, the good karma back. And they're repaid that way. People with amazing karma who have beautiful, amazing karma, they can literally do nothing and they'll be successful. If karma is supposed to be repaid to them through success and money, that's how it works. If it's supposed to be repaid to them through health, being healthy, no matter how unhealthy they eat, they're always going to be healthy until they're 95 years old. Because the universe decides how your karma is going to be paid back depending on what you need to experience. So if you have an amazing good karma and it's supposed to be repaid back to you through success or money or through health or through looks, the people who are extremely good looking without any surgery or anything, and they seem just not human. So all of these, they are people who have good karmas. And some people have all of them, meaning that maybe they just had many lifetimes of accumulating good karma, 3 or 4 lifetimes of having incredible good karma, and then in their fourth or fifth lifetime they just get everything that anyone can dream of. But if your karma is supposed to be repaid back with success and money, you don't have to do anything and you'll be rich because the universe said so, because your karmic retribution said so. And this happens maybe to many people, people who get inheritances of millions and millions of dollars, and they don't need to work, they don't need to do anything. So it's all about karma. But for you specifically, Elisa, the answer was this path is not yours. Try something else that comes easily to you. So I hope it helps. And good luck. Good luck on your endeavors. What else? What else do we have? Hello, welcome to the people who just joined. Pablo, Muse. Hi, it's my first time. Thank you for joining. Between Worlds, thank you for joining. Let's see another question that I can answer here. Nimira asked here, do I have help from spirits in my healing journey from trauma? Thank you very much. You're welcome. Let's see what spirit has for you. Actually, for you, Nimira, I'm going to change the deck. Let's use this other deck. I'm going to use this deck for you, and it's not fake. Nimira. Sondros michres kuleres dostros zekrolomonde katros. Sohkerelemendes kutres itremer izref elelemen. Okay. Interesting here. These are the cards that showed up for you, and you had a major arcana as well. The Lovers, you asked if you have help from spirits in your healing journey, and you got the Lovers. Not only this card has some nudity, I think I didn't even realize it. Okay. I hope the algorithm is not gonna check it. I'm gonna cover it with my card. I didn't even realize it until I saw it. I forgot. So I'm gonna cover the nudity. So you do have help from your spirits. Not only help, but love, because you got the Lover's card. And this is the Eight of Pentacles upright. And here we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. So they're guiding you, your spirits, they're loving you, they're helping you, and they're also trying to guide you towards the right choices that you need to do in your life in order to reach abundance. Because I hear that you haven't been very wise with making some choices. These choices could be either financial or just in your daily life. You haven't been wise with making some choices, and these choices caused you some problems. So these spirits, they love you, and they're trying to guide you to make the right choice. So when you make the right choice, you're going to be aligned, you're going to be on the right path. So this is the answer. You are protected, you are guided, they're with you, your spirits, they are with you. And try to listen to what to their guidance. Try to kind of and it usually comes, as I mentioned earlier, it comes in quietness. When you're by yourself and you're just meditating, the answer is going to come to you. Maybe in your dreams, the answer is going to come to you as well for what you need to proceed with in your life. So that's the answer I have for you. But they love you, and they're there for you. Next, what else do we have? Interesting question from Divine Desire Justine. Why do I have visions of dark things in past lives, as well as feelings like I'm supposed to help or to help heal and show others the way to be one with Source? What does it mean? Because you're awakening, but let's see what the cards is having for you. Because you're remembering, you're finally remembering who you truly are. Sondros mich erres kulerefen. First card, 10 of Cups, 10 of Hearts, the Fool, and the Mage reversed. Two major arcanas for you. Divine, oh, it's not Desire, Desiree, Justine. Anyway, Divine Desiree Justine. When people start remembering who they really are, that's how it starts. And this brings back memories for myself as well. You're going to start becoming flooded with memories from your past lives. And you said dark things, and yes, and some of them are dark things, and you remember things that don't make sense. And um, for if you're not strong enough to control what comes to you, some people can handle it, and you might be even called a lunatic or schizophrenic. But you have to be able to control that, because you're just realizing, you're aware enough that everything you're remembering, every dream, every vision in the meditation is part of you remembering your past lives, what you have done. Who were you? How many past lives have you had? What did you do in that past life? Was it good? Was it bad? The energies that you learned from these past lives, the energies, was it spiritual energies? Was it warrior energies? Was it rulers, like being a king or a queen? Or was it poverty? Was it living in poverty and being a slave? You start remembering everything. Was it a warrior who did bad things? And one of my past lives personally was that, and I remember that, and it was not pleasant at all. Where I was a warrior, and a warrior who was a very bad warrior, like a warrior that just, you know what warriors do. And it's these things, when they come, you just have to be in peace with them, because they're not you. You have to realize that they're not who you are. They're part of your experiences, but they don't define you. You are you right now. You are you now. Your past lives, you can learn from them, and it stops there. They happened, and even though they're still there, you have memories of them, they don't identify who you are, and you're not supposed to associate with them. Look at the cards that came up for you. Beautiful cards. We have the 10 of Cups, we have the Fool, and then the Magician reversed. So the meaning of everything that's happening to you is that you're starting your Fool's journey. The universe wants you to become the magician, the mage, who you truly are. You're not there yet, but you're starting. And your fool's journey is going to take you to places, realms, dimensions, other countries in the world, meeting people that you weren't expect to meet, that are very different from the people you know right now. You're supposed to go on this beautiful journey that's going to transmute you into your greatest version. That's going to transmute you into the magician. And that's why you're remembering this. It's the start. And this is all coming from love. The universe loves you. The universe have decided that you are ready. The universe knows that you're ready for this. The universe only gives you what you're ready for. If you're not ready for this experience, for remembering your past lives, even the dark past lives, if you were not ready to remember them, the universe would have never allowed it. But the universe is allowing it because you're ready for it. And more so, you are able to handle it. And I can sense your power just from the way you ask the question and from your name. And I have said this many times. I can know someone's energy just from just one thing from them, just one sentence, one phrase, without even seeing their face. I can sense your energy, and it's very powerful. And this is the beginning of your journey, and this journey is gonna take you to places you have never imagined, and it's gonna take you to magical places you have never imagined. Because see, a lot of people think that when I say these magical dimensions or places, they think I'm just being delulu and I'm just talking about some movie stuff. They exist. These dimensions, they do exist. As we are speaking right now, as we're doing this live, they're overlapping with us. And they have things that are unbelievable and things that cannot be described even. So that's the answer for you, Divine Desire. I hope it helps. But this is beautiful, and you need to embrace who you truly are. And one thing I want to add is don't be scared of these experiences. Don't be scared. These experiences are gonna, they're on the way to make you who you are. Okay? So I hope it helps. But I like the question. Beautiful question. What else? What else? Let's see. What else do we have here? Thank you to all the people who just joined. Um, let's see another question. Dragon Black. Dragon Black asked, what does Spirit have to say about those of us who are disconnected and walking our paths alone? Disconnected from what? What does have Spirit to say about those of us who are disconnected? Disconnected from what? From where? Disconnected from Spirit, you mean? And walking our paths alone. Maybe elaborate a little bit on the question. Um, uh, Reet Reitpati. Hello, can you please guide me? Because every time I want to make anybody understand anything, they start blaming me instead of understanding. But why do you want anyone to understand you? What's the point of making anyone understand you? Why are you trying to prove yourself? They start blaming me instead of understanding my point of view. All I mean to say is if me uh, see one thing in this life as a human is you should never explain yourself to anyone. You can share your experiences and who you are. You can share whatever you want, but don't explain yourself, and don't If people blame you, it's their problem. Their problem if they blame you. If people insult you, it's their problem. They're the one insulting you. They're the one blaming you. It has nothing to do with you. It shouldn't bother you. And you're not supposed to explain anything to anyone unless they ask. If people ask, well, can you explain? You can explain. If they don't get it, if they disagree with you, then it's their problem. And we're all different. We all have different beliefs. As I said earlier, there's not one truth, there are many truths. So if your truth is different from their truths, that's their life, that's their dimension of existence. You have your own dimension of existence, stick to it. Don't mix yourself with them. If they don't respect your lifestyle, your opinion, it's okay, but just stay away from them. It's as simple as that. This comes with experience because we are taught since a young age that we need to explain ourselves to everyone. We are taught in school, in society, at work that we're supposed to be understood. So we can be validated. And if we're not understood by other people, then we're worthless. That's what we are taught since a young age. So it's a program in our minds that makes us believe that we need I need people to understand me. I need people to believe what I say. No. I say the craziest things on this channel, and I don't care if no one believes me. I really don't care because that's true for me. For me, it's my reality. It doesn't have to be the viewer's reality. It doesn't have to be that. Maybe there's a little overlap. The viewer is watching my reality, but it stops there. If no one believes you, if no one believes what you have to say, if no one understands you, then it's their problem. It shouldn't be your problem. You should be in peace with yourself. Whatever you believe is for you. That's it. You know? So I hope it helps. I don't think I needed to pull cards for this. What else? What else? What else? Um, okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Rudia asked, please read for me. Thank you very much for the donation, Rudia. Please read for me. So I'm just gonna pull some cards for you and see what the universe has for you. Okay. Sondros mich eres kuleremen, zas korolofon deskuch eresh, das keremen. Interesting. Okay. Rudia, look what you got. You got the Ace of Swords reversed, and then Four of Swords reversed, and then the Two of Pentacles reversed. So I can see here, Rudia, for you, there's a lot going on in your life. There's so much happening, and you're you're not feeling at peace. You're not feeling at ease, and things have been stagnant for you for a very long time. Nothing new is happening. Nothing's changing. You feel like the world is against you. You feel like nothing is panning out. Nothing is working out, and let me pull some more cards because this is your situation right now. We have the page. This is the Knight. The Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands came up. Swords again. Six of Swords. And the King of Pentacles. So your situation here is quite complex, Rudia. It's what showed up here. There's some kind of entanglement with someone, and this someone is preventing you, or it's causing, like, there's so much, like, your case is very, very I see it to be like this web, this spider web that's so has so many things, so many karmic ties with so many things in your life. And that's what's rendering your situation to be stagnant, because there's a lot of karmic ties that you have started with many, many other people. And this is making you feel like you can't be who you are, you can't be yourself. And it's also holding you back from moving forward. One way to get out of this is to just embrace. I'm going to show you the bottom of the deck. Embrace the queen that you are. We have the Queen of Cups. And everything is going to be resolved with the heart, from your heart. Because your situation is that of someone who requires a very, very long reading or a very long kind of resolve. It's not like a quick thing, it's not something that you can do just overnight and it's just going to be solved, because the situation is quite complex. But the answer I'm going to give you right now in this reading is that use your heart center. Everything has to come from the heart, everything has to come from love. And that's how you can reclaim your state as a queen and get out of these complications that you've put yourself in. Okay? So that's what I have for you. I hope it helps. Let's see what else. So for people who ask questions, I need you to be more specific. Otherwise, the reading becomes longer and longer, because if you just say, give me a reading, then a reading about what? I'm not going to stay here, give you an hour reading. Okay, so you saw like the example of Rudia. She said, please read for me. So I gave her a reading, but it's very like it was all a bunch of things, because it could be about finances or love or success or spirituality or spiritual growth. So this is not a personal reading for one person that's going to take 1 hour or 30 minutes. So when you ask your questions, as I have mentioned in the beginning of this session, be precise about what you ask. Then I'm going to answer the question. Okay? Let's see, what else do we have here? Another question. Thank you for all of you who just joined. I appreciate it. Okay. Um, okay, there's so many questions. I'm trying to find good questions. Okay. Because there's a lot of you who are asking general questions like, read for me, can you read for me? Again, if you want more chances to get your question answered, please think about the question, because your question is half of the answer. Your question is like this is even for spirit, for asking spirit. Sometimes if you ask the wrong questions, you're not going to get guidance. Sometimes you need to know how to ask the right questions. And this goes for every other field as well. It's not only for tarot and spirituality, it's also for your day to day life, for your work, for handling your daily life, your family. Asking the right question is it's a hard thing to do. It's not easy, but try to learn how to always ask the right questions. It's not about just asking any question. Oh, this is a good one. Hello from Pablo Muse. If possible, can you please answer my question? What should I do when I realize that my family members are not in alignment with my vibration? Okay. And the life I envision for myself. Thank you. See, this is a smart, beautiful, precise, pertinent question. Try to ask questions like this. And it's also a question that the collective can benefit from. So thank you very much, Pablo Muse, for asking such a beautiful question. And this happens to a lot of people. What should I do when I realize that my family members are not in alignment with my vibration and the life I envision for myself? Let's see. Sohrolomondes, kishtres moch ezefen, traskoch leref, zankros kimerefen. Because this can be answered with tarot, and it can be also answered just from knowledge and wisdom. It can be answered from both like angles. So here we have the Page of Swords, the Two of Hearts, and the Three of Wands reversed. So when if your family members are not in alignment with who you truly are, or with your path, or with your vibrations, this card represents you, Pablo Muse. It represents you, this kind of like warrior, this kind of like someone who has gifts and abilities, strength, high vibrations, intimidation. Like you have this intimidating energy. There's a lot of magic. There's a lot of beautiful darkness around you, and you are definitely a black sheep. Based on your question, you're a black sheep, and your family, they don't understand your path. They don't understand who you are. They don't even understand your gifts and abilities, or the things that you, as you said, the things that you envision. So you being this, the only thing you can do at this point with your family, even though they don't understand you, or they're not in alignment with who you are, we have the Two of Cups. You still have to give them love, because the real master is someone who can calibrate themselves based on the energy of the people around them. And this happens to a lot of people who go through spiritual awakening, especially in the beginning. They start uh, blaming or accusing or hating their friends, their family, because they're not like them. People start getting these ego trips, and they think that, well, my family doesn't know this, but I know it. My family, they're not spiritually aware, they're not spiritually awakened, so they're ignorant. All my friends are ignorant. The people I know are ignorant. But that's not how a master approaches this. Everyone has their own path, everyone has their own level of awakening. Some people are going to awaken in this lifetime, some people are going to awaken 3 lifetimes later. They're not going to even awaken in their next reincarnation, let alone this lifetime. So there's nothing you can do to change them, or there's nothing you can do for them to align with you. So you still have to give them love. You still have to acknowledge that we are all walking on different paths. Some are more advanced, some are still in the beginning, some are very, very aware, and some are very, very ignorant. Some are very loving, some are very hostile, and there's all types of people that are going to be surrounding you. And you being this like unique, wonderful being, because you have a very unique soul, that's it makes you even not even being a human. It's like you're not even a human being. You have a human body, but it doesn't mean that even the way you portray, the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you think is not human. There's nothing. It has nothing to do with humanity. So you being so, you still have to give love to the people who are not like you. You still have to give love and appreciation and even respect to the people who are very different from you. And this Three of Wands reversed, this means that you have to kind of control your energy. You have to balance out your divine masculine with your divine feminine. bring your fire down, because this is the element of fire and it's reversed, so you have to bring it down. That's the in alchemy, it's the anima energy, corpus anima spiritus, the three elements of alchemy, the trinity of alchemy. So we have the anima, which is the soul, which is that fire that agitates us, that animates us. It's a divine masculine. When there is too much of that in one person, they are always ready to argue, they're ready to fight, because it's a lot of divine masculine energy. They don't know how to understand the other person, or there's a lack of compassion, there's a lack of understanding where the other person is coming from. Maybe your family, for example, they just are not um, as advanced as you on their spiritual growth. They're not there yet. They don't see what you see. So try to kind of bring yourself back to earth, because I sense that you're too much in spirit right now. You're too much in your fiery element. So try to come back to earth and just appreciate your family. It's okay. They're different from you. They're not like you. They don't understand you. They don't have the same vision as you. It's okay. But still appreciate them, still give them love, because that's how one can gain enlightenment. That's how a master becomes a master. I'm telling you this not to say that I don't understand where you're coming from. No, I know where you're coming from. I even have been there. I've been there, done that. I've been through these phases myself many years ago. And it takes a long time to kind of bring yourself down to earth and appreciate everyone around you and accept everyone for who they are, even though they're completely different, completely different. Even though they drive you nuts sometimes, they will drive you crazy with the things they say, they will drive you crazy with their actions, but you still have to just let it be, because they are on a separate path than you. And here again, this is giving you like a lot of trouble, because we have here this 10 of swords, sorry, 9 of swords that showed up here. And this is giving you a lot of trouble. Maybe you can't separate from your family. And this is difficult for the people who can be independent. They still have to live with their families. They still have to see their family every single day. So it is difficult. It's not easy. I would go crazy if I was living with my family every single day. I mean, everyone would. Maybe there are some exceptions, but like just try to understand that they're not doing this to you on purpose. They're not trying to harm you. They're not trying to tell you that you're a bad person. It's just that they don't understand who you are. They don't understand your path, and they are not equipped to understand who you are. So you can't really blame them. They're not equipped. My family, for example, they were never equipped and they will never be equipped to understand who I am or what I do. But I still love them more than anything. And I still will do anything for my family. I would die for them, even though they don't understand who I am or what I do or why I do the things I do. And they completely disagree with it. But I still have love for them. And they still have love for me. I'm just giving you an example with my own experience it can hopefully maybe help you. But you should just because life is short, and you were born in your family. There are no mistakes in the universe, and there is no randomness. We are incarnated in the family that matches our vibration. So here you said they're not in alignment with your vibration. They're not in alignment with your vibration now. Maybe because you've had a spiritual awakening and you worked on yourself and you progressed. But when you were born, your vibrations matched. We are all born in the families that match our vibration at the point of birth. And that's where we start, where we left off from our previous life. So the universe assigns you to families that are a match to your vibration, to what you need to learn, to how you're going to pay back your karma that you've had left from a past life. So there are no mistakes. So you're part of your family because at birth, you were meant to be there to learn from them. So if right now your vibrations don't match, it's okay. They're still your parents. They were the gateway for you to come to Earth. They still took care of you when you were young. It's okay. You have to, the answer is that you need to just be in peace with this. You know what the Buddha said after he got enlightened? So so people after the Buddha got enlightenment, people thought is that's it. Wow, light. He's gonna ascend and fly and do magic and look like a god. But no, the Buddha Siddhartha Gautama, he still looked the same. Nothing changed, but he was enlightened. But nothing seemed different. So when his disciples, not disciples, when his followers, they were trying to learn from him, they asked him, what is enlightenment like? What's special about being enlightened? What if you get enlightened? What do you learn? And the Buddha answered. He said, before enlightenment, you carry water and chop wood. After enlightenment, you carry water and chop wood. Nothing changes. Before enlightenment, carry water and chop wood. After enlightenment, carry water and chop wood. Everything stays the same. The only thing that changes, the Buddha said, is the peace within you. After enlightenment, I repeat, the only thing that changes in the world around you is the peace within you. When you become peaceful inside, no matter what happens around you, even if you're inside the fires of hell, you're still peaceful. That's what enlightenment gives you. It doesn't give you anything else. So I hope this helps. Let's move on to another question. But it was a beautiful question. Thank you for asking it. Someone said, Jesus is king. Stop playing with demons. I think Jesus would actually help demons and would talk to demons compared to you guys. It's hilarious. Humans are hilarious. Stop playing with demons. Yeah, I'm playing every day with demons. I have demons in the back and we just go and play. We play together. It's so funny. Some of the comments are funny. Miss Hobbs, beautiful question. What does Spirit say about the world consciousness shift that is happening? Okay, so let's see what Tarot has for this question. World consciousness shift. Is there a world consciousness shift to begin with? I'm very skeptical about this because this is a new agey thing and I'm very skeptical about it. But Miss Hobbs, I'm still going to answer your question. But this world consciousness thing that new age talk about all the time, I'm so skeptical about it because when I look at the world, I don't see any consciousness shift at all. I see a shift. I see a shift backwards. But let's just see what the universe has for this question because this is not up to me to answer. Sondroch mires kulerefen tras mich keren zos siskef irrech izeken. Okay, Page of Wands. Eight of Swords. Two of Swords. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Major Arcana. Oh, under the Temperance, there was the World card. But there's Nudity. Oh, nudity. I'm gonna show only this part. So I'm gonna use these both Major Arcanas and show just I'm not gonna show the World card completely, but it's the World, okay? These were at the bottom of the deck. So let's start with these three. The World, consciousness shift. So the world right now is these cards show that whatever is happening right now is not good. The state of the world is, it's not positive, it's not loving, it's not something that is going to end up in any peace or anything good. We have the Page of Wands, we have fire, and then we have the Eight of Swords upright. So there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of wars, there's a lot of killings, there's a lot of things that are happening right now. Are they contributing in the world shifts for consciousness? The answer here is no, but here we have the Two of Swords, and this card represents here the peace that each person has within. If each person, regardless of what's going on in the world, try to better themselves and try to focus on the peace inside of them, that's going to be the solution. It's not about a lot of, because here I want to clarify this, and I'm glad that you asked this question. So there's this thing in New Age spirituality that talks about world shift consciousness, because they are saying people are starting to awaken. This has been said for the past decade or couple decades at max, and they're saying people are awakening, that people are becoming more spiritual. It's New Age fluff. The truth of the matter is that this is just happening in this group of people that exist in the US and some other parts of the West. That's why I always say travel the world so you can see what's happening in the world. When you start traveling the world and roaming the world like a nomad, like the Fool card, you're going to start realizing that whatever the New Age is saying about this world consciousness shift is happening just in the United States, in these little groups. It's only happening there, in these tiny dimensions. When you see the rest of the world, none of that is happening. It's a lot of tensions, a lot of wars, it's a lot of poverty, it's a lot of people like starving and dying every day. They don't have clean water, they don't have food, they struggle to get food, they struggle to get a job, they're having a lot of diseases and ailments. When you travel the world, that's what you see. Forget about Europe, the US and Canada, Australia and England. Forget about that. That's even in mass land, that doesn't represent even like 50% of the world. So these people who say this, they live in bubbles. They create these little bubbles in their perfect world. And again, they're usually rich people. And they start saying world consciousness. No, it's just you in your tiny town in the US. And you believe that. You believe that because the people around you in that tiny town also believe that. Go travel the world. See what's happening in the world. And you'll see that there's no consciousness shift at all. There's no consciousness shift. Where do you see this consciousness shift? Where? Where do you see it? In the US? Where? In Sedona, Arizona? And some of you are going to understand why I said Sedona, Arizona. Is that where? Is that where you see the consciousness? What about the rest of the world? What about the African continent, the Asian continent? What's happening there in so many countries where people struggle to just put food on the table? They struggle to just put a little bit of food on the table. So what world consciousness are we talking about? What world consciousness are we talking about? So the world is heading towards a weird place that has suffering. That's why we have the Eight of Swords. The Page of Wands, we have fire, we have suffering, and you have to be ready to protect yourself. Look at the stance of this warrior or queen. She's ready to protect herself. You see how she's even holding the moon to protect herself spiritually. So what's coming, ongoing, and I keep saying this over and over in my other videos, two things. You need to protect yourself and find your inner peace. That's what's gonna get you out of this dimension of madness, Earth. And here's another bit of information. Earth has been like this. It was designed this way. It has been like this even before Atlantis existed. You think Atlantis was heaven? For a few thousand years, it was like heaven, but that's it. The earthly dimension is always going to be like this, no matter what you do to it. So you're here to learn. You're not here to shift the world consciousness. There's no shift. You're only here to find your peace, find who you are, and reach your own enlightenment. Because you're not supposed to always exist as a human being. So you can graduate from the realm of earth and go above. When you go above, maybe you can come back as a bodhisattva or as a deity in order to help others also overcome this dimension. This earthly dimension is something you need to overcome. The new age confuses people over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It confuses people. So focus on protecting yourself from the madness that's happening in the world. The more you travel, the more you're going to realize what I'm talking about. But if you stay in your town, of course, for you, it's going to be world consciousness because you think that town represents the whole world. So protect yourself, find the peace within you so nothing budges you, find the peace within you, and be the light for yourself and for other people. You don't need to even be the light for other people. By being your own light in your own darkness, you're illuminating the path for other people as well, like the hermit card. So be your own light, and you're going to be the light for others. That's how it works. You don't preach, you don't impose, you don't teach. You don't even teach. You be your own light, you're going to be the light for others. And after you do so, after you do this, to protect yourself, to become who you are, to find your peace, the bottom of the deck had the Temperance and the World. Upright, both of them, two major arcanas. What Spirit is saying here is that things take time. And it's as above, so below. We are in the world of duality. There's always gonna be war if you crave peace. This is the dimension that is built, it's designed based on two things. It's not on one thing. So this dimension will always have war because people always want peace. That's how it works. So the new age, what do people strive for in the new age? World peace, right? Consciousness shift towards peace and unity. Because this is the dimension of duality, there's always going to be war. Counterpart, you can only appreciate the sun because there is the night. This is the realm of duality. And it's even a hermetic principle as well. It's the principle of duality. There are certain rules, certain blueprints that this earth dimension is built on. One of these blueprints is the fact that it's built on duality. So there's always going to be opposites: hate, love, peace, war, happiness, suffering. They are always going to exist on this dimension, no matter how many times you reincarnate here. Even if you reincarnate in the age of Aquarius 10,000 years later and you come back here, you're going to find the same thing. And the Buddha have talked about this. That's why the solution is to be in the middle. So you're not affected by duality. You're always in the middle. There's no peace and there's no war. You're in the middle. There's no hot, there's no cold. You're in the middle. There's no darkness, there's no light. You're in the middle. That's how you can overcome these things. Because if you always ask for peace, 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 like light, 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 love, 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 love all the time, no, then the opposites are going to manifest. If you chase one side, the opposite is going to automatically manifest because that's how the universe designed this dimension. Whatever people wish for, they can experience it in higher realms. That's why I keep telling you, if you do the work and ascend to higher realms in your next reincarnations, then you can experience those heavenly realms that don't have wars, they don't have suffering, they don't have drama, they don't have hatred, but these realms are not earth. They exist above, in the realm of the above, and you only can get to them if you graduate from this earthly human dimension by accumulating amazing karma. Okay? So, I hope this helps. Let's uh, move on. Maybe I'm going to answer a couple more questions before I end this session. And because seriously, the reason why I answered the question like that and I gave more details is because no matter how you try to look at the world a certain way and you're trying to see that, oh, it's peace and love and light, and it's not. It's not. Anywhere you go in the world, anywhere you go. So yes, you can be that. You can be peaceful within you. You can be loving within you. That's incredible. You can be loving, you can be peaceful, you can be helping. You can do that for yourself. That, please, I commend you on that. But to expect that the world is going to be any different from how it has been or from how it is right now, that's a little bit unwise. You can't expect the world to be different, and it will never be different. And the old souls who have lived for many, many reincarnations, and the wise ones, they know what I'm talking about. They know. And the people who don't have a lot of experience with earth in general, they think earth is gonna be some sort of heaven at some point. They think earth is gonna be like a heavenly realm and peace, and it's not. It's just not its nature. Earth makes sure that a lot of souls who are hostile reincarnates here. Well, I said earth, it's not earth, it's the universe. The universe makes sure that hostile souls are reborn here on earth. And these hostile souls, depending on their karma, since a young age, they contribute into anything that's bad. No matter how loving their parents can be, they're still gonna come out as hostile souls. Because in this dimension, both exist. You're going to have people who are divine or close to divine, and they're rare, and you're going to have people who are like Hitler, for example, and many tyrants before him. And it's not going to change. It's going to always be like this. That's what I'm trying to get to you guys. It's always going to be like this because it's the nature of this realm. It's how this realm is. So yeah, I hope my point is clear enough. But again, it's you can do your own research and never believe a word I say. Soul of a Witch. I'm so obsessed with witchcraft So I always thought I was a witch in a previous life. I just want to know if this is true. Okay, let's see if you were a witch in your previous life. Sondroch mires kilerefen, trach kolerek iskesh mech zastros. Sokrolomondes kichmeres kufen. We got the Knight of Cups. And we have the Queen of Swords reversed. And we have the Hierophant. And the answer is yes. You were a witch in a past life. You were a wise witch. You had the energy of a Hierophant. This represents your energy, by the way. And you had the energy of a Hierophant. You were very knowledgeable. You were not just a witch. You were a very powerful witch. You uh, knew the craft very well and occult practices. And here we have the Queen of Swords reversed. So this is not your energy. This is not your energy. This is the energy of someone that was very close to you, and you guys were having some kind of clash or some kind of. It's not rivalry. I don't. I, it wasn't. It wasn't something you. I don't sense it to be rivalry. It's just a clash, a misunderstanding. You guys didn't agree on a lot of things, and this queen was very powerful. She ruled your world, where your area, your city, wherever you were. She ruled there, and you guys didn't agree on a lot of things because you were a powerful witch. So you were quite popular. People knew about you. You had the Hierophant status, Hierophant status. So a lot of people knew about you. This queen consulted with you as well for many, many, many things. You know the energy of the oracles of Delphi when they used to consult the rulers and the warriors and about the wars and whatnot and what to come. So you had that energy, and this queen consulted with you quite a lot. But you guys didn't see eye to eye, and you didn't kind of like agree on a lot of things. But you were the answer is that you were a witch. Okay, that's what spirit has for you. Soul of a Witch. I like that name. I like it. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe one more. Pablo, yeah, it's my pleasure to answer the question. You mentioned you got emotional. Like whatever helps you on your journey. Again, I'm doing this just to give guidance. I myself sometimes don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or why I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, don't think that I have it figured out. I actually don't have anything figured out. It's like the more I live on this planet, the more day after day, the more I learn, the more I realize I don't know anything at all. The more I realize that I don't have anything figured out, and all of the knowledge that you accumulate becomes subtle. It becomes volatile. It becomes like no matter how much you learn about the ancient civilizations and the creators and the gods and the deities and ancient religions and ancient civilizations and the Anunnaki and ancient Egyptians and aliens or whatnot, and the more you learn and learn and learn and learn over the years, the more everything becomes the opposite, and you realize that everything is just volatile, and what are we even doing here? And it's like sometimes you follow the guidance that is given to you. Like, I'm like, okay, I was guided to do this live. I'm going to do it. Is it going to help some people? Maybe yes, maybe no. I'm just going to do it because I'm guided to do it. And the rest doesn't matter. And that's how life becomes. The more you know, it's like you get to a point of learning where sure your ego gets boosted and you learn and you think you're so knowledgeable and so wise, and you hit a point and everything goes down, and then you realize that no matter how much knowledge you accumulate, nothing changes. um, And like what the Buddha said, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water, and then after enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. So I myself sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm even here. I don't know. I don't know if what I'm doing is even serves anything. But I just do it. I do it because it's the calling. It's the calling. When the calling comes, you have to do what you're called to do. That's all there is to it. There's no money, no ambition, no goals, no none of that. None of that. If I was to if this channel would be taken from me, let's say, and it gets banned and it's taken, then it's taken and it's banned, and I'm not gonna do anything about it. If like it's just that's how life is. You hit a point where you're just following the flow. You're doing what you can do, and you let the universe handle the rest. Because everything you learn, you realize that yes, it serves something, but at the same time, it serves nothing. Okay. So, but it's my pleasure to answer the if the question if the answer help, it's my pleasure. Let's see. Okay, well, maybe one more. Here, Brianna Ross, ask a question. Will I get out of this horrible situation I'm in and get my life back finally? Okay, let's see what Spirit has for you, Brianna. Thank you for asking the question. Sohrolomondes, kitres umen, zachrefkis sheremba, oskolorofon. Okay, here's the answer. Brianna, the answer is yes. The first card that showed up is this Page of Cups, followed by the Four of Pentacles reversed, and then we have the Ace of Wands upright. So two cards were upright for you, so you will get out of this situation. Horrible situation, and I'm sorry to hear that it's horrible for you. And you don't need to worry because here you have this guardian spirit. It's a figure that loves you and it's watching over your situation and it's making sure that it's not going to get worse and that you're going to get out of it. So you're having help. You're having a helping hand too here. See this hand like this? It's helping you. This is a helping hand. It's trying to help you. It's trying to pull you out of the situation you're in. So just if this help comes to you, get it, receive it, grab the hand that's coming to you because that hand is going to pull you out from where you are. And that's how I envision, how I see you getting out of the situation. It's not gradually, it's not a step by step thing. It's someone pulling you out of it, and they pull you out of it, and then you're not dead anymore. So trust in the universe, trust in your spirits, trust in the people that love you and they care for you, because that's how you're gonna get help to get out of this conundrum. But here we have the Four of Pentacles reversed, meaning that um, try to. I think I answered someone earlier with the same answer. I don't remember who it was, but try to follow the air. Try to let loose and elevate your soul to the point that you're not even thinking logically about anything anymore. If something comes to you, do it. You have an intuition to do something, do it. You have an intuition to go somewhere, go there. And that's how you're going to get this help. It's not through planning. It's not through being too much in this physical dimension and planning, and I have to do step 1 and step 2 and maybe go there and then go there, and then if I do that, then maybe I'm going to get. No, just go with the flow, go with the air, and see where it takes you. Okay? But you will get out of this. You will. And I hope it helps. Okay? And what else? What else? Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop here the live. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. And I hope that these answers help you overcome whatever you're going through. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for asking the questions. Some of your questions are really, really, they can serve the collective. They can help other people as well by answering them. Again, the answers, take them with a grain of salt. It's your free will. Never believe what I say. Always do your research. Believe and trust your own intuition for everything that's happening in your life. I'm not here to impose anything on you. I'm not here to drive you to a certain direction or path. I'm not here to promote a religion or a dogma. I don't do any of those things. You're your own master. I'm not your master, and I'm not anybody's master. You're your own master. You're your own divine being. Seek the peace within you. Remember that you're here temporarily. You're here temporarily. So find your inner peace and be loving, be kind, be helpful. Because if not, you don't know what's going to await you in your next lifetime. And I'm, which brings me to the subject that I'm going to address in my next live about reincarnations, about how reincarnations happen, because people think that, oh, well, in this reincarnation, maybe if I don't get to do this, and in my next reincarnation, I'll do it. But who guarantees you that you're coming back as a human, even as a human? Who guarantees that you're coming back as a human again to continue where you left off? You have no idea. What if I tell you that you might spend thousands of years in between reincarnations in this realm that has nothing in it? Thousands of years or hundreds of years. And that will explain eventually why some souls are confused, why some souls come back and they're not familiar with what they are with their entourage, with their countries anymore, with their languages anymore, and so on and so forth. I'm going to try to address all of this in my next live about reincarnation. Thank you to all of you who are here. I appreciate it. Be crazy, be wild, be unique, be weird, be different. Because why would you want to be like everybody else? What's the point? Thank you very much. And you can watch this at your own convenience as well. And if you have any other comments or questions, leave them in the comment section. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next session.